because I don't know what's happening with this other stuff. I got better glasses, so at least this thing actually works. I don't know what's going on with my computer. I'm having issues with that thing. I'll have to wait till I fix the other computer that's coming to the house, I suppose. And we're just back to basics. At least I'm on. But I was having problems in my last stream. There was a lot of issues going on, so I'm back. I'm over here. I'm sure I'll get a new, different bunch of people. Maybe I can use this to help stand up my camera. There we go. It's standing up the camera. Then I look halfway decent. That was weird on the computer, but I definitely need a more high power computer. But at least I got it going. This one's much better. But I'm gonna pack up the deck from here. I'm on a roll today. So, and I did get like new storage stuff over here too. So, it's supposed to help everything, even my camera. But I had, I've been, after fixing this computer, I've had issues going on. But I'll wait a few minutes and wait for some people to come in the chat. Get some to drink, maybe smoke my bowl. Alright, I'm gonna come over here, wait for someone to come on. Oh, God. Alright. Alright, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you guys. See what's on your mind. Oh, I got somebody. Yeah, I was having problems on my last stream. I guess the computer wasn't strong enough to hold a whole stream, so. But it plays YouTube, so. Until this other computer gets here. Oh, you went away. No, you're still here. Do you want a tarot card reading? If you were on the other stream, I'm sorry. My computer was having issues. It was on hospice, and I guess it can't stream on YouTube, and that's okay. That's it is what it is. But I'm here. I haven't been on Facebook today yet. I still got to go over there and try to do some videos and stuff. Possibly do. I haven't even done a Snapchat. I've been a lazy bum. I decided to spend more time over here. But I've been like been watching some different shows, and yeah, this is live. My computer's having issues. I was supposed to have this other computer delivered and it didn't, so I was trying to recover one of my older ones and it wasn't good enough for a YouTube stream, and so I'm back to my phone till this other computer arrives. But it's holding my phone up. So Yeah, it's real. Well, why wouldn't it be real? I'm sitting here live streaming. I can't hide nothing now. Oh, hello. How are you? Oh, I'm from Ohio. I do a lot of I do a lot of stuff on Facebook. I'm kind of like I've been technically I guess over here 7 years, but I've only been active for about a year. And mostly I was spending a lot of time there. So, I come over here just to get to know you. Yeah, you can put a question in. Oh, well, thank you. I did cut my hair. I did it myself because I don't like paying somebody $40 to do something that I could do myself. So I did have long hair in some of the other streams, but I got so tired of the braiding, I just go back and forth. I figure going to work and trying to keep up with all those braids and stuff was killing me. I'll let it grow out again and then just do those fun styles, but I figure this is a change up. I figure we all should change up our stuff, our styles. Yeah, you can ask a question. Some of these are getting blocked by Facebook, so not Facebook. I'm sorry. I was thinking of the wrong place. I just got done smoking a bowl, so this happens. Yeah, but YouTube will take some of these comments out on my end. This is what they do. So, I mean, if a question comes through that they don't block, then I can answer it because they block these because they will listen to every stream. But this is what they do at live streamers over here, and they do it everywhere. I'm not trying to judge. It happens on Instagram, and here it's a little more looser, but they still got rules. Oh well, thank you. You're too kind. I have a 31-year old that literally just got had her his wife just had a miscarriage. I feel ancient talking to my 30-year-old son, my 31-year-old son about life and death and then after he got done talking to me, he decided he had to take a shit. So I don't know. He always calls me right before he has to go to the bathroom because I tell him don't talk to me in the bathroom. I do not want to talk to somebody if they're in the middle of number two. I'm good. I don't know about you guys with that, but this is how I feel about that subject. So my son will talk to me, and then right before he does number two, he will tell me he's calling me back, and all he has to say is do number two, and I get off the phone. I'm not trying to be on that phone while he's doing all that activity over there. But this is the second. Well, he was with another girl when he was in the Navy, and they were engaged, and he went through a big old mess because that I guess the one guy she was dating one guy and that was the same name as his brother. And she ended up going with my son. Then they got engaged, and she was still kind of messing around with the other guy. And, anyways, it was his baby, but she ended up getting married to the other Navy guy. So, technically, this is his second miscarriage because she ended up miscarrying too. So, he was very depressed. So, it makes me feel ancient when I have to do things like this. But it's a mother's duty. So, let me see if there's any questions. I really like doing it on my computer, but it literally will not hold a live stream. I think it's too powerful for Betsy. All right. Well, my ex. I'm gonna come back. Alright. Now I can't see, these are small, so I can't really see them. I'm seeing Madhus. So the D's. That's what I'm seeing. It was. I hope this other computer comes because I swear to God, I think everybody is just gonna clap when I finally get this. All right. All right. I can do a pathway reading on your ex, but I really can't say. I mean, it's her choice if she wants to come back. It depends on what she, what she wanted and what wasn't met, and how she feels about spending your life together, forever, because that's a long time. I've been with this my second husband for 10 years. The only reason I broke up with my first one was because he was an alcoholic, but the second one, he said he used to drink a lot and now he doesn't, and he fixed himself, and now we're when I met him, he wasn't the same person he used to be. That's why you should never judge a book by its cover. Years later, that person could be terrific and awesome. And usually they're the nicer ones because they lost the most. The men that lost the most in love are the ones that love more. It's really weird. But that's how that works out. So, you guys these days, they have a loving soul. In my days, they were chauvinists. A lot of men would make more money and they would throw it in your face. They were very egotistical. They really were. They were terrible. But your ex is in a balsamic moon, and this just means that she needs to heal. She needs to heal of her thoughts and just get herself together and figure out really what she wants and what reality is and what it isn't. That's what a balsamic moon's there to remind you of reality and what you need to do. Because some people, they're irresponsible and they don't think to the future, and things happen, and it's not a good place to be. And I get it why people leave people, because sometimes things could be done a better way, and sometimes they're just not. So I don't know. That's just how I feel about the subject. Sometimes people leave things messy, and then that's the issue. And then your ex is in a first quarter moon and a full moon in Gemini. And this first quarter moon is about commitment being tested. That's surrounding the whole situation. So I see that. And she's in, I feel it's a feminine, but some men have a feminine energy. It's really weird and confusing, but there's a full moon in Gemini, and this just means the answers are coming to them, which is good because maybe she just needs to, I don't know, just tap in. Your ex just needs to tap into their inner love. They're just angry and stubborn. So I don't know. I guess it depends on how much they can turn off love. Some women, I mean, I don't, some women and men, they can turn it off, have sex with someone else when they're on a break and come back and feel just fine. It depends on what kind of person you're dealing with. That's why it's so dangerous on these breakups. When me and my husband broke up, neither of us was with anybody, and I was bothering him to the point where my older son told me that I could be arrested because it bothered me. The less it bothers the other person is the more they usually don't care. The people that it bothers more when you're gone, they have some kind of feelings. But if someone's able to leave you and not really even miss you, usually it's a tall tale sign that they really didn't love you. I've had that happen where they just left and they had no regret. And they said it in a nice way. And we were dating like 6 months with me and this corporate guy. And 6 months later, he was very nice about it. And he just told me that he just did not. He broke it off and he didn't care. And some people are like that. But they'll pretend they love someone else that they really don't love because it's more cool for them. And some of these things we can't predict, some of them we can. So that makes love so complicated, and I try not to deal with it in my own life. That's why I don't like just going around and talking to a bunch of people. It's hard enough to deal with one person. I don't know how people deal with two, three people in their life. That's a lot of time. I give it to you guys that can. All right. No, he will not. I don't understand that one. Well, is there a question here? Oh, well, thank you. I try to be helpful. This is my only talent. So I just got to utilize whatever I got in the world, and this is it. Besides trying to do an act of God to get the right computer so I can get my book done, which I'm bothering people. I've been out there texting. Oh, yeah, you can ask a question. I've been out there texting. I got somebody coming to pick up my laundry, and I'm going to pay them to do the laundry. And I bugged them, and they had a doctor's appointment. And then I called my neighbor, and they're supposedly fixing this computer that is really nice, and they don't want it. So I told them I don't want their personal information, but it's one of my good friends. So she said that they're going to try to recover, and if not, they told me to go at it. Because if I was able to get this thing that was dead going, I know I can fix hers. But this is what's been going on in my life is computer issues. I do not like, sometimes they bother the hell out of me. Should I trust? Oh god, here's Carla. Oh my god, she has all these emotional issues. Should I trust Curdia and Brett relationship? What should I do about situation? Well, I don't understand. If there's already two people together in a relationship, are you like, is this like where all three of you are a couple? Oh, you're welcome. I mean, I don't understand. I know there's people that have sister wives. I see that on TV. That's a lot of drama there. And I give it up to you men that can have 8 sister wives. Because OMG, how 8 women in a house? And these men have very good jobs on these sister wives shows. All right, they are friends. Okay, you want to know. Well, I can do a pathway reading on your whole situation if there's a problem. I think that would just be way more easier. And then the spirits can just tell you their advice. Because I'm not the one that I see energy, but they're the one that read it. They're dead and I'm alive, so that this is the deal. When you're dead, you see things the living don't. So these are just the dead are telling me that you got that whole situation with your friend group that you're talking about. They're saying it's in a new moon in Libra, and this is it's talking about a romantic cycle. Somebody's fancying someone, like they used to say in medieval days. If they haven't had sex, they want to. That's all this. That's all the dead people are saying today about that. But there's a full moon in Capricorn. They're saying that's surrounding the situation, and a full moon in Virgo, and the Capricorn is means somebody is coming off a bad relationship. One of them, and the other one has low self esteem. So honestly, I guess in this situation, interpreting what they're saying, putting it in human terms, I would say that the other one wants rebound sex with who's ever in this end of a tough cycle. They're ready just to have sex with the first person that's clean and get it out of their system so they can move on to someone else. That's how I'm thinking of it. And then the other person has low self esteem. I'm not sure if it's which one it is, but which, and the other one is very vulnerable, very vulnerable, and he may try to take advantage of that vulnerability where she may act, or she or he, because I can't really tell which one, but that's all I'm getting on that person. But I sense it may be the woman. So I don't know. I would say, stay in your own lane when you're around these people. I do it all the time at work. My friends that create a lot of drama, that's what I do. I just go in there and I don't like the drama llama. I stay in my own lane, and I'll talk about what I did, and they'll say, "Oh, I live streamed," while everybody's busy gossiping, and then I start my work and things like that. And I would do that because there's going to be a whole lot of drama coming out of that whole them being together too long. How does how does she feel about me? Okay, is this the girl? How does she feel about me? We can ask them that. How she feels about you. Yeah, I'm sensing this is a girl. I don't know why this that just came to my head, and sometimes I gotta translate this stuff because they are dead. I don't even know if this. I don't know. Does this sound familiar to you? Because sometimes things just come to my head. That's why I just try to take a couple seconds to breathe out, because sometimes things come to your head and you gotta figure out what they are, But we'll see. The one that has the low self esteem, which I believe is the girl, her path is a blue moon, and that is to believe in the impossible. They're asking her. She's in the manifesting path where people are done what they were needed to do, so they just need to figure out what they want to do and start putting forth some effort and thinking about what they're going to do to get to it. Oh, hello, how are you doing? So that's where she's at. And she's surrounded by a new moon in Aries and a full moon in Leo. And Aries is always about action. She's laying in limbo because she's not going forward. So that's what I'm getting about her. And she's being in the full moon in Leo, she's stubborn and doesn't want to admit to something. And I believe it's you. I'm picking up it's you, but she's too damn stubborn to say anything. But that's the only thing I'm coming up with it. But I just would say maybe just let her just, I don't know, just observe her and maybe try to bring some other women around her. Maybe try to make her jealous and see what she does. Maybe bring a female friend or whatever. You do that. And even if they're a friend, be like, hey, this is my friend. If she gets jealous, then you know how she feels. That's how what I would do. But you're welcome. Thank you for coming to Chong the dog. We work towards our rescue village every day. We got 3 subscriptions towards the rescue village. You want a general today? Okay. Well, general in what area? There might be some kind of juicy things you would like to know about. Oh, you're welcome. I hope I was helpful to you. I do try to help out friends of humanity. And this is the only talent I have besides writing, so I'm just keeping it going, my friends. Alright, well, I'll give you a general reading, Corinne. I hope that's your name. I'm glad you guys don't get mad about all my mispronunciation. Oh, wait, what work do I need to do on myself? Okay. Well, we could ask them specifics. The dead people they're bored and gathered around. At certain times they gather, and then sometimes the dead just go the opposite way. I try to like do my things as I got trusted ones. Generally, my mother. She likes to spy on people, and then she comes back, and then she goes away when the husband's playing video games and stuff. Usually, wherever your altar's at is where you want to do this kind of stuff. Also, always do your tarot readings in protected rooms where you have altars, because if not, it can't open doors. Because I do want to get in that discussion, because I was looking at the Elm Street murders, and I found out some very interesting things because I was looking at the actual footage. So, but your question to what do I need to do on myself, they're saying you're in a rough cycle. You're in a really bad, I mean, not just, but usually those surround people, but you're in a bad cycle. And the things around that they want you to do is you got a new moon in Libra for some reason. And that's a romantic type card. And usually this happens when someone has a crush on you, or they want to date you or take you out to eat or something. Or possibly, you know, the sex thing. But I think that happens all the time. They say men think about sex all the time, so I don't know. But you're also being surrounded by a full moon in Virgo. And this just means you have low self esteem and they just want you to realize that you're a good person and maybe just try to be happy. But it's very interesting. You got somebody fancying you. I think hopefully it's a nice person. So they just want you, literally, they're telling me they just want you to heal and just relax and let things go. It took me 6 months to one time to let something go. So it's hard. It's easier said than done. I get it, but just kind of do it in your own time. Yeah, pretty much. Your self esteem, like I've been working on mine. I got bad self esteem. I didn't want to be on the camera. That's why I never did videos that had Chong, that didn't have Chong in them, because I didn't think I thought I looked horrible. I didn't like my hair, and I was on Facebook and I refused to film my face. And I just didn't think I was very pretty. So in honesty, I'm average. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, so. But I did not like being on camera either, because I did not like the way I looked. So it took a lot and an act of God to get on here, so I understand how it feels to have low self esteem. I come from a domestic. That's how I ended up getting my first divorce, was from a domestic. So the kids were angry with me for a long time about this. And my oldest and me are closer. My younger one kind of sides with his dad more a lot about a lot of things, and he's more like his dad than he is me. My oldest is more like me and less like his dad. So I get it. I He brought my self-esteem down so low. I thought I was nothing. And I'm sitting up here with a chipped tooth. And I've been saving money, and then every time I try to do something towards this damn chipped tooth, there's another payment that has to be made, or you paid all your bills and the dentist wants $500. And my teeth should have been cleaned properly when my insurance cleared too, but they didn't do their job, and they're charging me $500 to do it again just so they could finish my dental work. And it's crazy because I'm paying for all this, and it's private insurance, and they're just giving me the runaround. It's crazy. But I did want to live stream and try it out because I thought it might help me kind of find myself. And then my friends just said, eventually, if your book actually gets popular, you might have to go on camera. And I was like, OMG. I was like, I don't know if I could do that. And my friend told me, maybe you should get in front of a live stream camera just in case maybe one day it does happen. So you don't got to go to therapy. I smoke weed for this. Before I do a live stream, I smoke weed because I have a lot of anxiety about being up here. I really do. But what helps is I'm in medical, and I deal with a lot of behaviors. So things people say or think about me, I really don't care, because if they're negative, it doesn't bother me because I've worked at psych patients. And I've took enough psychology to pretty much be a psychologist. But school's expensive. And that's not the field I wanted. I wanted to know about it, but I didn't fully want to go 10 years in school either. So, because it's very expensive. If you're going to go there, figure out what you want, the classes you need, and if you want to brush up on classes, they have them on YouTube. And I do, because I'm the crazy volcano person, and I'm always looking at things with space. So sometimes I got to look at these lectures. I went on one on Harvard, and it explained about climate control and stuff with the volcanoes. And there was a whole lecture. It was wonderful. All right, what to expect what to expect in my life within a year. I can see what they say. Sometimes I'm afraid to ask. Yeah, it's a very bold question for the spirits. Sometimes all this random chaos happens around you, and then this great event happens, but the spirits never tell you you gotta walk through hoops to get to that sometimes. I'll tell you that much. Alright. What to expect in your life in this year? That circle currently is in full moon in Taurus, where your dreams need a practical plan. Whatever adventures I'm picking up, trying to be your own boss, something with money or something like that, some kind of investment or something. I don't know, something like that. It's with money and that kind of stuff. It's surrounded by South Node, which don't let your past hold you back. So something happened in your past to hold you back from your dreams. But you just need to figure out you're just gonna have financial you're gonna have to save money and you're gonna have to invest in it. And you got a fixed moon, which is they're saying to manifest. So you're gonna have to earn some you're gonna have to do a couple things for your dreams. Which usually means money or purchases and things like that when it comes to that kind of stuff. And I'm in the same boat too this year. I'm sitting there bitching about computers and fixing up ancient ones. So that's what I'm picking up for this year, which isn't bad. But I would expect big changes in money. And maybe there'll be a surplus of dips where it gets low. But if it gets low, just start cutting back your cost. It's a very tough economy. Very tough. So I know there was God in one of the domestic abuses here. It is about work. It was showing me money with in your life within a year. They were saying that your path with the money, you need to have a practical plan or outline or whatever you're doing. And you have to get all that together, and then things are going to set forth this year. I don't know. I'm just picking up money and monetary things for your 1 year, which is good because I'm always happy to have a little extra money. It's not about work. It just came up where you're gonna have to watch your finances. That's all I got within this year. So whatever it is, just save your money so something else doesn't happen. That's all I'm picking up. A superfood. A superfood going to hire me. Oh, you're welcome. I mean, I just see random stuff, so it's not always about love. You got other things going on in your life that have nothing to do with love that you gotta get done. We all gotta get our money. We all gotta take care of our kids, our responsibilities, and try to help each other. This is what we're set forth on this earth to do. I just do it with my work because I'm a medical and I do it over here. I'm just here to help you guys out. I just do it because I just sit here waiting for my husband almost every day, and I have a lot of time on my hands because he works long hours, and I took some days off, and then I have my 3 longer days. So I just figure it's healthier to come over here and try to learn to live stream and be a better live streamer than get in trouble or get yourself in debt or just go out spending money that I don't need. I have done it myself. I've been doing a lot of budget cuts. I just literally buy what I need and I've been washing couches. What I do is I clean the house and I focus on what we need, and when I want to go shopping, I start cleaning. And I clean both couches, and this is what I've been doing, and it's really a good practice because when you clean, you find stuff that you've had for years that you can use. And then you don't buy another one, and then while you're cleaning you find something else, and then when you're cleaning you find something else, and then before you know it you saved like 30, 40 bucks. And it's crazy, but the more you clean the more you find things and the more money you save because you find change. I find change everywhere in this damn house when I clean. Sometimes I find $3 to $4, and then if you put all those in cans after you clean, after a while you got 20 bucks. And that's all, and when you really run low on money, that could be a lot of money. If you think about it, because you could get yourself something to drink and everything. Because once you pay all these bills in full, I don't have credit cards. My friends have made a lot of purchases on stuff on their credit cards, and they're financially in debt over these credit cards. I never had a credit card. I usually waited out, and somehow my credit score went up. And I did have bad debt when I was married the first time. And it wasn't always me. It was always medical bills or something stupid when I take the kids in for the emergency room, and welfare wouldn't let me have Healthy Start, but they had to go. So some of these medical bills I didn't pay for a long time. Then COVID hit, and somehow these medical bills came off, and it went considerably up. But I'm so used to living without a credit card and the stuff. I just keep it going, and I just find it a better practice. And like my husband was going to the dollar store, and I just told him I needed a thing of Pine Sol and just literally wrote what I needed. Because I'm trying to figure out what I know I got to throw away a bunch of stuff, so I'm trying to use it or give it away for a gift or something if I don't really want it. Sometimes if I find something really nice that I've never opened, I use them for gifts. And it's not regifting, it's something I just never opened. So if there's a birthday party or something, you just give them that. And then you didn't have to go to the store and spend like $50 to $100 on that. But Mike, Mila. Is it Mila? It looks like Mila. Oh, it's nice to meet you too. Alright, I'm a Sagittarius name. That's good. See, I wouldn't know how to rep a Aries. I know I'm Aries, but I mean, what do you say? The Aries is coming in the room? I don't. It sounds much cooler when you guys do it. It's like you guys really love your signs. To me, they're just tall tale signs of characteristics and things like that. But I think very book like. I've been surrounded by books most of my life. And I like them, and I have an unnatural obsession with books, probably. That's why I wrote my book. And this is why I need all these different kind of computers, because I got to do a bunch of stuff. But this is what I do. Him, Himla. Oh, I think I got a silly person. I love the silly trollers. I haven't got a troller for a while. I appreciate it. I think it's funny. It gives me content. But thank God no scam likely people have called me. They're always trying to call me. They're terrible. I just don't like them. I usually hang up on them almost every day. I do it just because if you block them, it's like you took the effort. Then they call you from another number. So just to do all that, I just hang up on them right away. And I do this all the time. If I don't know a number, I just hang up right away. I don't even care to try to find out why you called me. I'll just hang up. I find it easier because I don't know why people would want to even talk to somebody that just randomly calls you, and then you got to worry about if they're a scammer and all this. Unless it's like a direct link to somebody like a trustworthy source, I just hang up on them. This is why I have so many sign-in problems. I have them in when I'm trying to get in my new computer to try to get to other stuff. Well, my older computer that I made newer, but because I have different stuff going on. I guess you would say I'm paranoid about these things. I'm very paranoid about germs too. I don't like them. I always got to clean. And the bugs that come in your house terrify me. I don't like them. I don't mind if they're outside, but I don't like them in my house. Not at all. And the best defense against these problems that we have with the BBs in your house, I mean, I don't get bed bugs because I wash my couches down. And you have to wash them down with products so they don't won't want to go in your couch. So I'll literally take apart my couch and clean it and wash it and clean the whole thing with Pine Sol. And I try to do it once a month. And then if you have animals, it makes it really easy because you're putting a different scent on it and they won't want to go near it, and bugs won't want to go near it. Bugs don't like the smell of Pine Sol. And I do this, and why not clean your couch? I mean, everyone should clean your couch. You don't want something crawling up and biting your ass while you're sitting down. So this is what I've been doing all week. I got a bottle of Pine Sol just to wash the two couches I have. But I'm probably gonna take me another break now that it's kind of slowing down, and I'll probably come back on the phone because I'm not gonna try to monkey around with that computer because it's acting up. So I will see you guys after this break. It's hard for me to live stream for 2 hours straight, but I'll be back.